Hey, good morning, you guys. Good morning. Very good morning to you. It's morning for me, but I don't know what time it is for you. So I hope if it's the afternoon for you, you're having a good afternoon. Okay. Whatever it is, I hope you're having a good day. Today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what we want to do when we grow up. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? Maybe somebody's asked you that question before. Okay. So I have a presentation I want to show you and share with you, and maybe share some information with you, but I have to change my computer screen around, okay? So hold on real quick. Let me present my screen to you. Be patient with me. Thank you. It's coming up. Hold on, please. All right, here we are. This says, what do you want to be when you grow up? Has any adult ever asked you this question? This is like one of the favorite questions adults like to ask young people. Do you know why they like to ask you guys that? It's because we want to hear stories about what kind of career or job you want to have when you grow up, right? For adults, most of us have to have a job so we can pay bills. We can earn money to be able to buy the things that we want and the things that we need. Like, food doesn't come free. We have to be able to buy that, right? So you have to be able to earn the money to do that. So everybody picks something that they want to do or they're good at, and then they find somebody to pay them for it. Okay. So I'm going to talk about a few jobs today that maybe you guys have thought about in the past. Okay. But these jobs tend to be very, highly thought of with young people. Okay. These are the jobs that a lot of young people want to say they want to do when they grow up. Okay. So let's go to the first one and we'll see what you think about it. Okay. Ooh, a doctor or a nurse. Okay. Now, these are people that help us when our bodies hurt. Okay. Or help to make sure that our bodies don't hurt in the future. Okay. They sometimes take our temperature, they sometimes listen to our heart, uh, find out if we're breathing okay. They can help check our eyesight. They could help make sure our bones are okay. If you accidentally fall too hard and you break a bone, they're going to help us make sure that our bones are healed. Okay. Doctors and nurses are people that have dedicated their lives to helping other people. Okay. And they have an awful lot of education to make sure that they can do that the right way because they don't want to hurt anybody. Okay, so they have to get a lot of education. Now, here I have a female nurse and a male doctor, right? But that doesn't mean that a female can't be a doctor and a male can't be a nurse. There are a lot of male nurses or boy nurses, okay? And a lot of female or girl doctors, okay? So don't let somebody tell you you can't be a doctor because you're a girl or you can't be a nurse because you're a boy. Okay. So doctors and nurses are people that are dedicated to helping other people. Okay. Let's see what's next. Ooh, a firefighter. Okay. Firefighters are very brave individuals. They have a lot of courage and they're very strong, and they have dedicated their life to making sure that people stay safe. They show up when there is something on fire. So maybe if a car catches on fire or a house catches on fire, right? It's the firefighters that show up to put out the fire and to rescue anybody that may be trapped, okay, or maybe getting hurt. Firefighters are very brave, okay, and they have dedicated their life to making sure other people stay safe. So, have you ever thought about being a firefighter? Maybe, right? Let's see what's next. Ooh, what's this? He has a couple of things in his hand. He's a scientist, okay? Scientists are people that study things, okay? They can study the body, they can study chemicals, they can study the earth, they can study the rocks, they can study animals. There's a bunch of things that different scientists study. Okay. Here, this scientist is probably studying chemicals because he has a couple chemicals in his hand, right? And scientists make the world an easier and better place for us. Okay. They help us discover things that make the world easier for us, right? Right now, there are hundreds and hundreds of scientists working on coming up with something called a vaccine to try to make the COVID-19 thing go away so that way we could all get back to our normal lives, okay? So scientists work to discover things, work to help us. They work studying things, and a lot of times they wear these white lab coats. They're called lab coats, okay? So they don't get their clothes full of whatever they're working with. Scientists have to go to school for a very long time to learn how to study the things that they're studying and learn what other scientists have worked on before them. Okay, so it's very important for a scientist to be very, very highly educated and have went to a lot of school. Oh, this one is very cool. Okay, we all know a teacher in our life, right? Teachers are people that have went to school and have dedicated themselves to making sure they help other people learn, right? Like us, they help us learn. I had a bunch of teachers in my life, and you guys will have a bunch of teachers in your life. Some of you guys may even grow up and want to be a teacher as well. Okay, a teacher is a very good job or career. Um, you don't always get the most money in the world. Okay, you're never going to be rich becoming a teacher, right? But you will make connections with other people that will be very rewarding. And uh, teachers usually really love their jobs. Okay, they have to because sometimes it's hard to be a teacher. So teachers are people that have dedicated themselves to making sure that other people can learn what they need to learn for life. Okay, so maybe you should thank your teacher one day. Let's see what's next. Ooh, a professional athlete. Have you guys ever dreamed of becoming a professional athlete? Maybe playing football or soccer or being a boxer or a baseball player or a basketball player. Okay. There are all kinds of professional athletes. The problem with being a professional athlete is you have to have a very, 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 very special skill. Okay. You have to be able to do something that almost nobody in the world can do better than you. So if you're a football player and you have the ability to throw a football really good, you have to be probably one of the best people in the world to be able to throw the football good enough to get paid for it. Okay. Out of 100 people that want to be professional athletes, only one of them will be able to be a professional athlete. Okay. So if your dream is to be a professional athlete, you have to work really, really hard at it, be really, really good to begin with. Okay. And then you might even want to have a backup plan, a plan in case you aren't able to become a professional athlete right away and be able to make sure that you earn enough money to do what you want in life. Okay. So professional athletes have dedicated their lives to playing their sport of their choosing so that way it can entertain all the rest of us so that all the rest of us can watch soccer or all the rest of us can watch football and basketball and baseball. Okay. Professional athlete. What's next? Ooh, a professional dancer. This young lady is a ballerina, okay? But there are all kinds of dancers out there. There's different dancers that do different things. You might have seen some in a movie sometimes, right? Or seen some when you go to like a play sometimes. Professional dancers have dedicated their life to making sure that they can share dancing and the love of dancing with all the rest of the people in the world. Okay. So they become very, very good at dancing. So that way, when they share their dancing with other people really love it and get entertained by it and become inspired maybe to become a dancer themselves. Okay. Now, professional dancers do go to a lot of school to become a dancer, but their kind of school is different. Their kind of school, yeah, they have to get a high school diploma and they go to high school, right? But then they go to a dance school where the only thing they're studying is how to dance. And they practice every day, practice, practice, practice for hours every day, and then try to become a professional dancer, getting somebody to pay them, okay? So this young lady is a ballerina, but there are other kind of dancers. There's jazz dancers, there's hip hop dancers. Okay, so if you have a different kind of music that you like, you could become a professional dancer too. Ooh, this person is a musician. Okay, she has a guitar and she's singing into the microphone. Musicians are very, very cool people because a lot of us get to listen to music that musicians come up with. Okay, it's a very cool job or career, and you like a rock star. You could be up on stage and a million people calling your name, right, while you're singing your songs, and a million people want to sing the song with you, and then people get to hear your songs on the radio. Or sometimes professional musicians just sing songs just to hear for small little crowds at a coffee shop, okay, or small little crowds at birthday parties, different things like that. So these are professional musicians, okay? Let's see what's next. Ooh, a pilot. Pilots are people that fly airplanes. They're the drivers of the airplanes, okay? And all the airplanes that we ride on to go to different places in the world, the pilots are the ones that drive those airplanes. And guess what? They get paid a lot of money to do it, okay? Because they have to make sure that everybody stays safe. They go to school to become a pilot, right? And their school is a little bit different. They go to a pilot school, okay? And then they start out flying small planes, and then they get to drive big, big, giant ones. And the people that drive big, big, giant planes are the ones that make a lot of money. So maybe you might want to be a pilot because you want to fly and be in the clouds. And pilots, one of the good things about being a pilot is they get to travel around the world and see a lot of new places. Okay. The bad thing about being a pilot, though, is they don't get very much time to spend with their families. So there's some good things and bad things about being a pilot. Let's see what else. Ooh, look it. She wears a lab coat, right? Like the scientist, but then she has those things hanging around her neck like a doctor. Oh, but this one, she has a dog and a cat next to her. Her job is a veterinarian. She's the doggy and kitty doctor. Okay. She helps our dogs and cats, our pets, stay healthy and safe. If our pets fall down and hurt themselves, we would take them to a veterinarian. If our pets are sick to the stomach, we take them to a veterinarian and she helps them, okay? They're the doggy and kitty doctors. She has dedicated her whole life to making sure doggy and kitties and turtles and fishies and birds and everybody else's pets are safe and healthy, okay? So, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to know, okay? I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys to have a conversation with your teacher and tell your teacher what you want to be when you grow up so that way she could tell me later. Okay? Uh that's all I got for you guys today. I wanted just to get you guys thinking about what you guys want to do when you grow up. So maybe in another week we could talk some more about it and maybe figure out how do we even get to that point, right? If I want to be a doctor, how do I become a doctor? Or if I want to be a pilot, how do I be a pilot? Okay? So thank you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.